This one is my favorite, so I dressed up a little bit. I dressed up like Mrs. Santa Claus. Yeah, here we go. The name of this book is called A Bit of Applause for Mrs. Santa Claus. Yes, indeed. Even though Santa gets all the acclaim, behind the scenes, it's Mrs. Claus who keeps everything running smoothly. Yes, she does. Busiest time of the year at the North Pole. Finally, Mrs. Claus gets the acknowledgement she deserves. Bit of applause for Mrs. Santa Claus. You know what applause is. Clapping. Yay! Okay, this was written by Jeannie Schick Jacobowitz, Susie Schick Pierce, Muffin Drake, and illustrated by Wendy Wallen Malinow. This book is dedicated to Genevieve Bowman Schick, the tired Mrs. Claus behind our own sweetheart of a Santa, E.H. Schick Sr., and to all the other Mrs. Clauses for the holiday festivities, traditions, and celebrations which do not come about by sheer magic. We applaud you. Lots of things going on with the Mrs. Claus. I bet you might know someone who kind of works just as hard as Mrs. Santa Claus in your house. 'Twas the night after Christmas and time for a pause. Collapsed in the corner sat tired Mrs. Claus. Oh. Look at her. Oh, yeah. Oh, tired. So tired. The stockings were crooked. Uh-oh. The house was a mess. The tree had tipped over. She couldn't care less. Oh, my heavens. No partying going on. Her muscles were aching. Her feet were so sore. It's the onions. This overworked spouse couldn't take any more. She addressed all of the cards from a mile-long list, then received several more, some from some friends she had missed. She is soaking her feet. Can you imagine writing out that many thank you cards? Which reminds me, did we send out thank you cards? Oh dear. With the elves, she'd wrapped presents for many nights through, with tape on their fingers, bows, paper, glue. I hate that. Eek. Just like that. It sticks to your finger. Tape sticks to your finger. Oh, look at here. Look at on this box. Yeah, this is what happens. See, there's the tape, and it's stuck all over except for where you want it. And there's the elves. Bless them, they've got tape on them too. Wonder where that came from. Oh, poor things. Tape is everywhere. Stuck tape. Stickers, ribbons, boxes, wrappings. Oh my goodness. When she'd lifted her nose and turned her head to the side, she had smelt something burning. My cookies, she cried. Oh. Did your mom burn any cookies this year? I did. I do every year. At least one batch. Oh well. Just gotta make more. She was chubby and plump, quite a jolly old soul, from testing each goodie and licking the bowl. Look at her cooking. She's looks just like me. Yeah. And she's got her spoon and making goodies. So that bowl tasted good. At last, all was done. By the skin of her teeth, the mistletoe hung, the holly in wreath. She's thinking it all over. Mrs. Claus, is the wreath supposed to be around your neck? I don't think so. I think it's supposed to be on the door. Then Santa had cried as he left on his flight. You're the greatest, my dear. Merry Christmas. Good night. I'll see you in the morning. Well, he's going. He's going to deliver presents. Yes, indeed. Mrs. Claus loves him. The elves were all sleeping, each tucked into bed. But visions and fantasies danced in her head. I wonder what she was dreaming about. There's those cute little elves sleeping with icicles and snow in their little bitty house up in the North Pole. Come next year, no more baking or trimming the tree on the beach with the elves. That's where she's gonna be. That's what she's dreaming. She's dreaming of a vacation where it's warm and there's palm trees and lots of water and swimming and fishes. And do fishes use candy cane snorkels? Well, I suppose they do, because here's another one. That's interesting. That's a person. See? There's her mask. There's the snorkel. I wonder who's snorkeling over here. Probably an elf. And then she envisioned a gorgeous new sable with emeralds and rubies hung down to her navel. Oh my. Doesn't she like this coat anymore? It's furry. Fake fur. When up on the roof there arose such a clatter, it ended her dreaming. Now what is the matter? She was having a good drink of coffee. Dreaming. She spilled her coffee. What is going on? Away to the window she flew like a flash as she tripped on the clutter and hopped over the trash. Oh my heavens, my heavens, my heavens. Yep, Christmas tree, remember it fell down. And there's all the trash, and she tripped over it, and then hopped, and oh my goodness. I hope she didn't fall. When what to her weary red eyes did appear but the emptied out sleigh and 8 hungry reindeer. Look at the sleigh is empty. Look at those cute candy cane smokestacks and 8 hungry reindeer. Dancer on Prancer on Comet on Cupid on Donner on Blitzen, Vixen, and I can't remember the other one's name. And the little old driver, so lively and quick, was worn out by his travels. Is this Saint Nick? Oh, poor Santa. Look at how tired Santa is. It's a lot of hard work. He's so tired. Poor Santa. Come on, Mike. Can't even get in the house. He's so tired. Will you see to the reindeer, my darling, he said. He kissed his wife, said, I love you, and took to his bed. Didn't even take off his boots, or his hat, or his coat. Just jumped in bed. That's tired. That's really tired. Cute quilt. Just quilt. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. That was the name I forgot, Prancer. Here Comet, here Cupid, here Donner and Blitzen. Look at those hungry reindeer. Feed me, feed me. Hey, corn, oats, acorns. Feed me, feed me. That's what I think they're saying. Cookies. Come down off my roof and be careful, don't fall. You need some warm food and fresh hay in your stall. Look at them. Get off of the roof, sillies. You've got to get down. See, she took off their harnesses. You've got to get down off the roof so she can feed you. Well done, dear, she said fondly, though standing there freezing. Her thoughts then returned to her efforts this season. Oh, see, she's talking to the reindeer. You did a good job. Good reindeer. Good reindeer, you did a very good job. She had toiled all day long and was covered with soot. And her clothing was stained from her head to her foot. It was indeed. The elves, they're not looking so pretty there either. They got smudges on their faces. Oh my. Oh. Hey, Mr. Santa Claus. Your glasses there, they're real crooked. Your broom, well, maybe you could ask Santa for a new broom. I'm sure you're on their nice list. She spoke not a word, for she felt quite berserk. As she heaved a big sigh, she had done so much work. Oh, oh, she's thinking it over, and that's not looking so pretty. Mrs. Santa Claus, I think you need a nap too. Very soon. I think very soon you need a nap. Then she flopped in a chair with no breath left to whistle. Smile on her face made her finally look blissful. Yes. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Put up your tired feet. Look at the kitty. Oh, Mrs. Claus, you need to have some rest. Mrs. Claus could still smile as she relived these scenes, for she knew her part in fulfilling everyone's dreams. Looking in the snow globe and thinking about Christmas, letter writing, present wrapping, cookie baking, candy making. Santa Claus gets the credit, though everyone knows Mrs. Claus is the one who deserves hell pros. Yay! To clap for Mrs. Claus. Let's give a cheer for our own Mrs. Claus. Her love and her work rate a special applause. Yay, Mrs. Claus, and all the Mrs. Mommies who bake for Christmas, and wrap presents for Christmas. A bit of applause for Mrs. Claus. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Merry Christmas from Santa, Mrs. Claus, the 8 reindeer, and the elves, and the snowman all up in the North Pole. The end. Cookies on their bellies. Oh my, Christmas tree land. Milk on the couch. Someone speaking in the window. Behind every jolly Santa is a tired Mrs. Santa Claus. I like that one.